Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of men. A person who chases two rabbits catches neither. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Good people strengthen themselves ceaselessly. Be not ashamed of mistakes and thus make them crimes. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Study the past, if you would divine the future. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. Give a bowl of rice to a man and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice and you will save his life. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. When a person should be spoken with, and you don't speak with them, you lose them. When a person shouldn't be spoken with and you speak to them, you waste your breath. You cannot open a book without learning something. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? What you do not want to be done to yourself, do not do to others. Death and life have their determined appointments, riches and honors depend upon heaven. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. No matter how busy you may think you are, you must find time for reading, or surrender yourself to self-chosen ignorance. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. To see what is right and not to do it is one of courage, or of principle. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. If we don't know life, how can we know death? If you look into your own heart, and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? He who learns but does not think, is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. One joy dispels 100 cares. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. To know what you know and what you do not know is true knowledge. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Learning without thought is labor lost, thought without learning is perilous. I hear, I know. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. There are 3 methods to gaining wisdom. The first is a reflection, which is the highest. The second is a limitation, which is the easiest. The third is experience, which is the bitterest. If you liked this Confucius Quotes, please share this on your favorite social media portals with your friends and relatives.